Hi everyone. Sorry about that. We had some technical problems. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay now. I saw that, Kate. I saw that, Mark, pretty quick. Hopefully we're okay now. I changed the latency settings to 0. Okay, brilliant. Let's get things going then. Thanks again for joining me, and apologies for the delay in the previous one. I think we've cracked it, Kate. I think we've cracked the latency, because I was thinking over the past couple of streams that maybe it was taking a while um, for me to see what's popping up in the chat and therefore be in a position to reply. But we should be all good now. So, as I was saying, I simmed ahead slightly because we had a 10-day gap rather between fixtures, and it was just going to be pretty boring, to be honest. Pretty boring start to the stream. So I thought I would throw us in at the deep end. We are on the eve of a cup game against our biggest rivals, actually, Burj Kadukni. Just quickly, is there anything I need to update you guys on? I don't think so. I think we talked about the upgrade to the youth facilities and whatnot before. So, there is a sting in the tail of this one. Our former main man, our hitman, Embrickson, who obviously left for huge money for us to go and join our main rivals, will obviously be playing against us in this game. His scoring record for these guys is nowhere near what it was for us. In fact, he had a really slow start, and these guys struggled last season. Sorry, I think I missed your test, Kate. I was concentrating. I apologise. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't do too much damage against us. Yeah, Embrickson, he's a very good player. Like I say, we paid 25k for him and sold him for 19.25 million. Well, the board did. I had no say in the matter, but I mean, the money was good for the club. To be fair, it got us out of debt. Oh, we've increased our junior coaching budget as well. Brilliant. It's great news. So, Kate, are you keeping a tally of assists for our brand new left wing back? Okay, so it looks like Monaco are going to land the striker that the board wanted to bring in. He obviously failed to get a work permit to come and play in Aswijan. Assists for or against? I was thinking assists for, but I mean, if you want to keep a tally of direct errors that lead to goals, then that's okay too. I mean, to be fair, I did have a look at his stats earlier on when I was simming through the 10-day gap, and let's have a look. I thought you'd be interested in this column. Number of mistakes made. He did make 6 mistakes. But he did make 5 tackles, which is probably 5 more than you thought he would. So that's good. Obviously made a foul, which was a penalty, which cost us slightly. But this is the column I'm looking at. This is what he's in the team to do, is create goals. And I'm certain he's going to come up trumps for us. We've also got this man back, Renault, which is great news because Cardosi was looking a bit ropey out at right back. So yeah, that's welcome news. We've pretty much got a full strength side. Injury free. Oh, okay, and just as I've said that, we've now got one of our centre halves out for 6 to 7 weeks. Fantastic. Oh, okay, is that column attempted tackles, NK? It's not actually completed. Young goalkeeper here. Okay. 16 reflexes, 16 kicking. We'll keep scouting him. And a young midfielder. Again, a few really nice attributes. 16 passing, 17 determination. We've got to check the percentage of tackles completed. I'm going to leave that one to everyone's imagination, I think, Kate. Yeah. I don't want to be too critical of the boy. He's only just arrived at the side. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt for a few weeks. Let him get more familiar in his new position. Okay, yeah, I put in a bit of a cheeky bid here for this man. He's pretty famous, I think, in the FM community. I don't think it's going to wash. I think they're probably going to want more of that money up front. I'm pretty sure he has a release clause. You think he'll be leaving it to our imagination too? Most likely. We've only got a week to bring in a centre-back as well, which is obviously fantastic news. No pressure. Okay, we've got a scout meeting. It's probably needed, to be honest. We do need to identify a centre-back. Oh, wow. Again, a really good scout rating, but most of his stats are pretty average. He could be a good player. Let's add him to the shortlist. Okay, I don't know what to make of this game because in the previous seasons, whenever we've played these guys, we've almost always got the better of them. Obviously, it's a fresh season. I'm not sure how this one's going to go. Okay, it's not ideal that we're having to play Almqvist at the back in this one, but needs must. A kid like that centre back would develop quickly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I signed this young man, Galash or Galak, however we should pronounce this one. I'm sure Kate you'll be able to lend us a hand with that. I did want to play him in this cup game. However, he's played for the 20s and he's pretty tired. So we're probably going to have to go with this team here. Probably the best side available to us, to be honest. I'm really tempted to play Geffroy. Hi Rachel, how are you? I'm going to put Dominici on the bench instead of Sommer. And we will go with this team, I believe. Although, I think I might bench Grandjean. No, do you know what? He needs to get some form. He's Polish. Kate. Hi Mason, mate. You alright? Cheers for joining us. Galach. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. It's always good to know how to pronounce names. We could really do with a big performance. Okay, let's see how we get on. Kate's hi everyone. I don't want that to be used as an excuse when you don't see our new left wing back, our new star left wing back getting assists. What settings are we on? Oh, we are on extended. Okay. Shock, we get opened up defensively. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying from the right, but that's actually our better right back that's playing. Although he's been out injured for a little while, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if we can get going. This man hit a lot of assists for us last season at right back. Oh right, sorry, yeah, our left. Some terrible defending. The right back has some vavavoom, very good. Let's demand more. Come on. Oh, he's looking very tired already, and he's on a booking. Yeah, I'm going to take him off at half time. Well, that wasn't good enough. Hmm. Going to try Darbo, right wing back, and then let's bring in Westergren. Hi Lama, thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Come on, boys. Let's get going now. Okay, we're not getting going like that, are we? That's some shocking performances, particularly at the attacking end of the pitch. I think this one, it's written in the stars, I think, that the heavily criticised left wing back is... I think he's going to make the difference for us. And I'm also going to play Liakos further forward. Let's try working the ball into the box. Can we grab an equaliser? We've not had many highlights for my liking. There we go. Get in. Is there a breaking opportunity? We've got 3 strikers on the pitch now. No, apparently not. Oh! I think this goes to extra time, which is not something... Oh, God, no. It's not what we want. We've got a league game in a couple of days. Okay, Kate. See you soon. Thanks for joining us. And I hope your call goes well. Okay, extra time is not particularly desirable, and if we go out now after extra time, that will just add insult to injury, to be honest. Wow, okay. I've spoken that into existence. Can we take it to pens? Haven't even got go in this game. We've not played well at all. Against lower league opposition as well, and pretty much our best 11 on the pitch. Oh, there we go. That's the final nail in the coffin, isn't it? Okay, so worst possible result here. It's gone to extra time, and we're heading out with our first league game of the season in a couple of days. That was not good enough. Well, we are going to have to play a lot better than that. I'm going to give the boys both barrels in the press conference, I think. Looking for a reaction. We really do have to strengthen at the back before the transfer window slams shut, I think. Oh, he's only 5'11". Okay, that's fine. That's not a priority for us right now. I think, to be honest, I'm gonna play the young Polish lad at the back. Pretty sure Massey is left. Yeah, he's left-footed. Yeah. Okay. That could be a partnership we could look to develop at the back. Okay, most players seem to be recovering okay from the game. Okay, first league game of the season. I believe Lacra are a mid-table team. Okay, and they've lost their opening game of the season, I think. Nothing to say to that. Lolujo is good. Oh. Is he a Lacra player, Llama? We're away from home in our first game as well. That's not particularly kind. I was thinking, Llama, that probably wasn't meant for this chat. Um, oh, apologies. I'm still new to the FM streamer scene. Now, I know that I've asked my scouts to bring back some reports on some centre backs. They don't seem to be doing it though. Let's keep praising this young lad for his training performances. There we go. He's already starting to improve. It's good to see. I did ask my director of football for suggestions. Yeah, I think he mentioned one player that was half decent, and again I've requested a scout report on him. So yeah, we will see how that goes. But before today's stream offline, I went through and had a look at some centre backs through like player searching and through our shortlist. But it's quite difficult. I think players either seem to be out of our price range or not up to the standard. Okay, that's good. We've got Indigo back. I'm pretty sure he might be the only person scoring for us. Oh, actually, okay, he's not going to be able to start. It's not worth risking him. Let's give Westergren a game. I do want to move to a system that only plays with one striker because I think our depth in that position isn't great. But it's a case of having the inside forwards to be able to play the way I want to. Okay, come on. We need a fast start here. Come on, boys. That could have been a terrible start. How about going 3 at the back? To be fair, it might be something we have to explore. Although, like you say, we don't really have 3 centre-backs that are up to the standard. I'm tempted to potentially pack the midfield a bit more. Maybe play with 2 holding rather than just the 1. Oh, Leakos. That's unlucky. Good ball. There we go. And we are off to an absolute flyer in the league, guys. Love that. What do we think to that little give and go? Little reverse pass around the corner. Christensen finds himself in behind. Fantastic stuff. Close that down. Can we turn it over? No. Good save. Good hands from the keeper. We've had a strong first 15-20 minutes, guys. It's the reaction we were looking for after that disappointing cup exit. Tell the boys to get creative. Whilst we're on top, we need to make the most of it. Good hands again. Okay, things have evened themselves out over the course of the first half, I think. Let's hopefully get into half time and go from there. Okay, it's a good fast half from the boys. Still room for improvement, as always. I feel like if we rest on our laurels here, they're going to come out. They're not going to play any worse than they did in the first half. So we need to be right at it in the second. Have to monitor the fitness levels of a couple of players and also some yellow cards. Not quite sure what the keeper's doing there. Wasn't really under any pressure. Okay, Renault's not playing particularly well, so let's bring him off. Again, I'm going to play Darbo out there. I know he's not familiar there, but I think he can do a job for us. think Christiansen, when he gets to about 70 conditioning, we'll look to bring him off as well. He has had a good game. Okay. Let's give the young lad some minutes. Dominici. Oh, that's not good positioning defensively. Oh, of course they score. It's the young lad at centre half that gets caught out with the ball over the top. Okay. Yeah, Powell's been terrible. Let's give in the guy some minutes. Oh, well, that is a massive let off. Good turnover. Can we make something of this? I think he's offside. He's offside. Good pressure on the ball there. Oh, how have you not won that back? You've run over the ball. No. Oh, God. We just haven't got going second half. I knew they'd come out of the blocks and we've not responded to it. Oh, that's gutting. That really is. I agree, Kate. I think we are being overrun back there. I think the step up to the top tier is probably a step too far. How do I approach this? Tell them I'm not happy. That's the reaction I was after. I think what the plan of action is going to be is to see if we can bring in a quality centre back and stick to the system. If those things don't happen, we're going to have to change things up, I feel. I really want to... Okay, Rodri is now interested in joining us. Now that makes things interesting, guys. Let's see if we can make this deal work. Because we can't quite afford the full buyout clause now, let's see if we can defer some of these terms. No, they're not having any of it. What if we overpaid for him slightly on deferred terms? See, he looked like a good player. Oh, 8 acceleration and 9 determination. No. He's on too much wages for us to bring in. Not good enough. Out of our price range. Can't pay 6 million for a striker. See, I was interested in this guy for a while, but I think, to be honest, our problems are at centre back more than anything. What do we think to Rodri then, guys, if we can bring him in as a centre-back? He's a youngster with really high determination, good defensive stats. He doesn't want too much money. Personally, I think he'd be a really good addition. Okay, they're not happy with deferred terms. They're really not happy with deferred terms. What could we do with our finances to make this one work? We've got... Will they increase the wage budget? No, apparently not. No, they're having none of it. Okay. This one's going to be a difficult deal to get done, I feel. I think, to be honest, they just don't want to sell him. Full stop. Unless he obviously goes for his buyout clause, then they don't have a say in the matter. But I think maybe we could go in for him on a loan deal and then look to make it permanent. $13 until our next game. I think we'll have to play an intra-squad friendly in that time. I'm looking forward to this year's intake, youth intake, after the improved youth intake, I suppose. How much does he want in wages? I think he wanted about 8k a week. Let's have a look. Yeah, 6 to 8k. I think we could do this, I believe, if we shrink the wage budget. No, we can't. Okay, no, we can't. Is Aswijan an enjoyable save? Absolutely, Llama. Absolutely. It really captured my imagination. I couldn't really think of a new project to start on Football Manager in terms of a new save. And I think Aswijan was relaunched on FM20 just at the right time for me, to be honest. Okay. I don't think they're going to budge. No, they really do not want to let him go for anything other than his buyout clause. How about if we paid all of his wages and loaned him to the end of the season? What role does he play in their squad? Okay, he's a youngster, so hopefully they'll loan him to us. Yes, I think Justin is. Well, I know he is doing a SF save. I think he's doing his as a series though, rather than a live stream, which is obviously a bit different to what we're doing here. I have actually been playing this SF save for a while. I've just only started streaming recently. And yeah, I also found it tough going. It's not easy starting out with SF in the bottom division. Okay, they do not want to loan him to us either, apparently. Let's interact with the board, as you say, Kate. Oh, God. They're having none of it. There's 3 divisions, Llama. This is the top one that we're in at the moment. And then you've got the Liga Principale, which is the 2nd division. And then the Liga Duke, which is the 3rd. Oh, there you go. Kate's on the case. Okay, we're going to have to offer better loan terms, I think. What if we offered them 100k a month, regardless of whether he's playing? And then optional future fee of his buyout clause. How about that? Now you see our backup striker's not playing at the level we need him to be playing at. That's not good. I'm going to make this young man unavailable for the 20s. Because I think we're going to need him. I'm not sure I like this new board that we're operating under, guys. Aha, there we go, guys. We are having to pay 100k a month for every month that we don't pay his buyout clause. But I would say, because it's an optional future fee, this is a good bit of business. Because if he doesn't quite kick on, then, you know, we're under no obligation to buy him. And it's only cost us a few 100k. And his wages, obviously. That's big for us, I feel. It just obviously means that we can't splash the cash too much between now and January, or now and next summer, because we need to keep 5.25 million euros in the bank to get this signing done. Hello, Gunnar Dre. New viewer, thanks a lot for joining us. And thanks for subbing. We are playing as Hesef Kadukni, and if it doesn't ring a bell, it's because they don't exist in real life. This is the Aswijan database created by none other than Chilled Moose, aka Laura, who's done an amazing job creating an entirely new country called Aswijan, and she has integrated them into Europe. And we are playing as a fictional club in a fictional nation. However, with all of the real life nations and leagues integrated into the save. So it's the best of both worlds, really. It's a really good fantasy database. And I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. We'll take part in deadline day, why not? That has reminded me that if we're not having to buy a centre-back this window, we might be able to activate this man's buyout clause. What level is he playing at? It's a good rating for the senior team. I'm very tempted. You want Moose's face pack for regens. They are absolutely worth it. Kate's correct. And we are using them here. So pretty much most of the faces here are Laura's regen face packs. Well worth the money. Best £10 a month I've ever spent. Although you don't have to spend £10. I think there's a lower tier where you still have access to the faces. And yeah, I agree, Kate. She obviously does put in a hell of a lot of work in the faces. Look at, I mean, the depth on some of them. They're just unreal. Let's take Leokos, for example. By the way, guys, I changed Leokos' face to a ginger guy. I had a ginger guy free. And this is Leonio Leokos. And, I mean, that face is brilliant, to be honest. There's some other really good ones. Forster's Farino. It's a pretty cool face. Quite like Indiguy's face as well. I think this was one of the earlier ones. I don't think this one's to the same sort of level in terms of the depth and whatnot that some of the newer ones are. But yeah, no, they're fantastic. I mean, our keeper as well. It's a great face. Okay, hopefully we can get that loan deal done for Rodri, the centre-back. And I'm thinking that we try and bring in this man. So he's also got a release clause of 3.5 million. And I'm not convinced that our current crop of strikers are up to the challenge. Particularly the covering strikers. So let's see. So his release clause is 3.5 million. They won't accept it on deferred terms. Or will they? I agree, Llama. I think they could do a lot better with the faces. However, I'm glad to see someone like Laura, seize the initiative and produce something that people in the community want and are willing to pay for, really. And that's great, Gunnar Dre. It's great that you've started your own YouTube series. Which club have you picked by, just out of interest? Fantastic, guys. So we are bringing in Rodri on a loan deal with the option to buy at any time for 5.25 million euros. I think that is a fantastic piece of business. I'm very tempted to structure the Montinu deal in the same way as we did the Rodri deal. Yeah, again, they won't sell him for anything less than his buyout clause. Oh, we can't afford his wages. Let's offer to pay all of his wages. Optional future fee of his buyout clause. The Bulgarian League. Fantastic. It's a car crash so far. Oh, wow. I mean, it sounds like a tough league to manage in, to be honest. Okay, it's recommending that I bring Dirk Kuyt into the first team coaching setup. That's interesting. Let's get Rodri straight in the first team setup. There we go. I'm also going to try and offload Mr. Barbier, who is not good enough, to be honest. And if we can get Montino on loan... Oh no, they're not having it. Oh, I forgot. The board are just... They are not giving me anything. Nothing whatsoever. Why won't it allow me to go in with a loan offer for him? Oh wow, I think they've got themselves an absolute bargain there. Yeah, look at his value. They paid €2 million for him. I can't help but feel as if we have missed out on someone there, unfortunately. Well, they probably wouldn't have joined us anyway. Can we make this continue deal happen? Hmm. It will not let us loan him. Ah, for God's sake. He wants a lot of money. What would he suggest? 9k a week, a 4-year deal. Let's give him a bigger bonus than that. Let's offer him some serious money if he hits 20 goals this season. Agreed, Gunnar Dre. We have a lot of the time on our hands. It's kind of motivated me to start streaming myself, really. Give him a bigger goal bonus. Give his agent some money, try and sweeten the deal. Try a smaller sign-on fee. Oh, okay, you want some serious money. No. That would have been stretching the budget quite a bit as well. Okay, before this transfer deadline, let's have a look at the squad depth. Where is it again? Dynamics, I think. No, where? Oh, team report, of course it is. Okay, so we've actually got 3 players that can play here, depending on who you ask in the chat. And we've also got 3 players that can play here, if you include Darbo in that, and I'm intending to use him in this position quite often. I'm tempted to say we're okay in terms of the squad size, but it seems silly to say that when we've got some money to spend. Let's have another quick look in the scouting. I mean, having said that, we do technically have money, but we need to keep some money back. I seem to remember this keeper having a poor stat somewhere. Obviously, other than his first touch, obviously, but I mean, his aerial reach and command of area is not great. I did want to bring in this Clement Kelly, but he wanted a lot of money. Aha, I know someone that I was interested in bringing in. Another striker. Search his name. This guy. Oh, wow, he's injured. Out for 3 weeks. And he's injury prone. He's got relegation release clause. We can't sign him on loan either. Okay, that one's not going to happen. I'm just slightly concerned that if one of our strikers isn't firing, we won't have enough firepower this season. I really like this kid as a winger, which would obviously allow us, because we've got the other youngster on the other wing, to play with one striker. It's not like letting us make any loans for anyone. No, I don't think we're going to be able to negotiate that down to a point where we could move on that one. We probably have reached our maximum loans in. Yeah, there you go. We've got 3 players, haven't we? That's it. Our 2 right-sided defenders and our centre-back. That's a shame. Can we... No, we can't terminate anyone's loan. Okay, I think we're probably just going to have to go into the season with the squad we've got and assess things in January. Keep some money back in case someone of interest becomes available, or we want to make the Rodri deal a permanent one in January. I also want to keep a bit back just in case players are asking for more lucrative contracts and new contracts. I do not want to be in a position where we can't offer someone money that they're after and then they kick up a fuss. How many do you have? We've got our 11, 17, 8, okay, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. I mean, we do have a reasonably decent sized squad. Okay, if we get any injuries at striker, we'll just have to go one up top and maybe play Leakos just off him as a shadow striker. No one wants Barbier. Okay, it's probably another one we're going to have to keep at the club then. Not good enough to play at this level. How many times am I going to stream? Do I have a schedule in my head? Um, to be honest, I've only been streaming about a week now. In fact, less than a week. And this is the third stream. To be honest, I'm just really enjoying it. So maybe every other day. We did do Friday and Saturday back to back. But like I say, I'm really enjoying it. And as long as there's people out there that want to be a part of it, I'm happy to stream as often as I possibly can. But it wouldn't be any more frequently than every other day. I don't think. I do need to get a schedule drawn up, but it's difficult at the moment because obviously I'm available quite often at the moment. But as things return to normal, hopefully soon, I'm not quite sure what dates and times I'll be able to commit to. So, and I feel as if I randomly streamed, I'd probably be streaming to myself at the moment. Um, yeah, I think I need to give people prior notice really. Put some pressure on their new signing. Why not? Bit of shithousery in the media. You gotta love it. Will someone come in for Barbier at the 11th hour? Probably not. No, doesn't look like it. And I think that's all she wrote in terms of the transfer window. I mean, look at some of these fees. 45 point. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're way off being able to pay that for a player, but Hadria picking up Mavropanos from Arsenal on a free transfer. Oh, he was on some wages though. Still, that's a cracking bit of business from them. I think also, Gunnar, I'm going to have to pick and choose my streaming dates, especially with football coming back this week. I think if I pick the wrong dates, people will be obviously really excited that Premier League football's back and other leagues, obviously. And then I'm not only competing with other streamers, I'm competing with live football, which is an unfair fight, I would say, at the moment. I mean, I know how excited I am for the football to come back, so I can only imagine how excited everyone else is. I think I'm imagining, I can't quite see your profile picture, but I imagine you're called Gunnar Dre because you're an Arsenal fan. So, how do you feel about, if that is the case, how do you feel about the City game? I think it's Wednesday, is it? Midweek? I know what we could do, guys. I think we are still allowed to bring in free transfers. Let's have a look at the free transfer market. Is everyone in the squad that needs to be? Yes. I think that's probably a good tactic. If you've got the time and the patience and the talent, to be fair, to edit your videos and stuff, then brilliant. But personally, I've got none of those things, particularly not the talent. So, yeah, that's why I've gone with streaming myself. And unfortunately, I tend to agree Arsenal are probably going to get absolutely battered, which is frustrating. Because if Arsenal do get a result there, my beloved Liverpool would only need 3 more points to get the title. And I wouldn't necessarily agree that you guys have come back to the worst possible game, because I reckon maybe us, the Mighty Reds, would have been the worst game for you to come back to. Domenici's training well since he's joined. I love that from the youngster. I think we're just going to try and power through these next 9 days, guys, so that we can play some more. Although I do want to have a quick look at the free transfer window. The free transfer market to see if there's anyone we could pick up. I'm with you there, mate. I can't remember if we have to play you guys again or not. I know that we just need 6 points to secure the title. The board just really do not like me doing business in the transfer window. They just disagree with every single sign I make. It's quite frustrating. Maybe they know something I don't. New sponsorship deals, great news. Right, let's have a quick look. At free transfer market to see if there's anyone of any kind of ability for us to pick up on a free. Right, so let's probably expand that to 27. Let's clear these. Clear the wages. Clear the position. Why is that still there? Levi Garcia. He looks pretty average. Again, pretty average. Maybe this is something for me to do off stream, to be fair, guys. I can't imagine it's too much fun for you guys. I think a lot of these players wouldn't get work permits. because of the countries they come from. Oh well. If I can, I'm going to organise a friendly. An intra-squad friendly, I think. So where are we now? Okay, so we are here. I reckon give ourselves... No, let's do it here. Let's give ourselves a fair few days to rest afterwards. Dominici again with the performance in training. I feel like if I keep praising him, he's going to get annoyed at me. So I'll give it a break this week. So Gunnar Dre, does the Aswijan database look like something that might tickle your fancy? Could you see yourself playing it? My favourite thing about it is that your football knowledge doesn't count for much on this database, because in terms of player knowledge, that is, because there's a whole country's worth of players that you have no idea about because they don't exist in real life. So it's just about playing the game and discovering which players are good, which ones aren't so good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's good. At least he's reacted well. We need to get rid of some of these arrows, I think. Again, the scout's coming back with a really good scout rating for a player that doesn't look particularly amazing. Bit of a strange player, this one. Especially at €6 million. You're still getting used to talking to a camera. Yeah, it is a bit odd. I remember being quite anxious when I fired up my first stream. Obviously, I'm only speaking into a mic, but knowing obviously you guys can hear everything I'm saying, and just basically trying to interact with people that you can't see or hear is quite difficult, but we're getting there. And the problem, I think, to be fair, mate, most people have that. I know I do it myself. I think you just do it subconsciously, to be honest. I wouldn't be too harsh on yourself though, mate. Everyone's got to start somewhere. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for your videos as well. Okay, let's make some players available for the other team, the 20s. He can play. Amquist can play. And Barbier can certainly play. Actually, is Dominici already available for them? Because if he isn't, he should be. Dominici. No Dominici anywhere. Right, okay. I think we'll just instant result the friendly against the 20s. No point watching that. And we'll just skip through to the next game, I think. Let's hope we don't get embarrassed by our youth team. Is this on the Steam? Oh, you mean this? Okay, I don't think it's on the Steam Workshop, but it is. The download link for the database is available on Laura's Twitter, which is Chilled Moose, or on the Discord. I'm sure we can sort you out with a download link if you are interested in playing, mate. It's free to play. I'm going to rotate a little bit for this. I'm going to play some of the players that need experience in their new positions, I think. Do you know what? Let's start Dominici for the first team for Westergren. Oh, okay, so you always play journeyman saves that end up at Arsenal. That's fair enough. I guess it's interesting to take on your favourite team when you're maybe 10, 15 years down the line. Because then you've got to pick up the pieces of whatever the manager before you has left behind, really. That's pretty cool. Oh, for God's sake, I've got to remove everyone. Okay, so that's what we're left with in terms of a bench. Fantastic. Now let's see if we can instant result it. Please don't get embarrassed by the 20s. Okay, that's good. Hopefully a bit of a confidence booster. I wonder who played for the 20s in terms of first team players. But yeah, like I say, Gunnar Dre buddy, when I was struggling to think of a new personal save, this came out at the right time, really. I was really, really struggling to pick a club. And yeah, I sort of did my homework on this one, on this database, sorry. And I originally started with a different club. They were actually quite a bit better than Hesef. That was just to get to know the sort of the database and the players, etc. And then proceeded to play as Hesef, as you see here, which is definitely a step up in terms of difficulty. Kate just won 7-0 in her journeyman save and was falling up inside 10 minutes. Love it when that happens. FM loves to throw up a strange result, doesn't it? Okay, so who played? No one really. Didn't use any of the first team players that were available to them. Strange decision. Let's hope we can get a better result in the league. At home. There's already some Spurs Arsenal banter in the chat. Are you actually a Spurs fan, Kate? Or are you winding up going to dry over here? I'm with you, Llama. I'll take a 1-0 win right now in this division. I think we need it. I was really hoping we'd hold out to beat Lacra in the last game. And we didn't. I know what I might need to do at some point. Am I right in saying, guys, that the quality of your head of youth development and the nations he's familiar with impacts heavily on your youth intake for the year? Because if so, I need to have a look at... Well, I need to refresh myself on where he's from. Here we go. I think he's British. Yeah, he's English. He's got good judging potential and good working with youngsters. What do we think, guys, about our head of youth development? Do you reckon there's a better option out there? 19, 13 and 17. Let's have a quick search. Head of youth development. Reputation is the main factor. Yeah, I have heard that reputation, obviously, because I guess it'd impact the sort of scope that you have to recruit in that area. Seventeen, 17, 19. Adolfo Sanchez, 17, 16, 17. Not too bad. It's pretty much the same guys. I think I might stick with our guy for now. Okay, we're going to send him home so that cold doesn't spread to the rest of the squad. Which means that Kate's least favourite player is probably going to play for us at left wing back. Gunnar, I'm sensing a bit of bitterness coming from you about youth intakes. Have you not had the best of times this year? I must admit, I've had some cracking regens. Not on this save, but on other saves this year. I've been blessed with some of the regens that have come through. Get some of these players back in the squad, I think. Rodri is going straight into the starting 11. What foot is he? Left or right? Oh, he's right footed. Play him on that side because I think Ganache, yeah, he's got a reasonable left foot. Play him on the left side. See if these guys can forge a nice little partnership. You've got a 16-year-old who's already making first team appearances. That's fantastic. On my Manuza save on this database, before this save, I had a couple of players that I threw straight in. One lad scored 2 goals in his first 2 appearances for the club, which was brilliant. I was really enjoying that save, but I don't know, I wanted a bit of a challenge. And I wouldn't say it became easy, but I got to the top quicker than I would have liked. I thought it'd take a little while longer. What positions are your 16-year-olds in, Kate? Where are they on the pitch? And Jean's trained well. That's good to see. Almqvist not so well. Criticise him. Who are the top teams in Canada, Kate, out of interest? It's not a division I can say I'm particularly aware of. Gunnar Dre, speaking of wonder kids come out of Kievo, he's not there now. I believe he's at Sassuolo or someone else. But Vignato, the winger, I signed him for Manuza on my first save on this database before this one, and he was unreal. Oh wow, this looks like you've got regens in every position then, Kate. That's brilliant. I'm rather jealous, because I don't think we'll be getting anyone coming through the academy that's going to play first team football for us for a little while on this save. Dominici's making good progress. I'm going to congratulate him. Oh, there we go. We've pissed him off. Doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Okay. Our man Geoffroy is starting to show early signs of development at left wing back, which is good. How do Aswijan clubs fare in continental competition? Really well, actually. There's a couple of clubs, Aswijan City and Aswijan Maliki, that they're up there with the best. They're competing every year. And with Manusa Academy in my third season, I was competing for the Champions League. I managed to get out of a group that had Juve and Man City in it, which I was really impressed with. Okay, guys, second league game of the season has arrived, and we're at home. Yeah, his bravery's up to 4 from 4, so we're looking good on that front. I know that doesn't look very nice down that side, but it'll improve. I trust me. I promise you it will. Um, it hasn't gone down. No, it hasn't. He's only going to get braver. Hopefully. I mean, it's that crossing and passing and whatnot that I'm interested in. Technique is good. It'll be an interesting battle for the left wing back position this season because I've got 3 players that can play there. I had Farino down as my best of the 3 at the start of the season, but he's been poor since the season's kicked off. Not really done an awful lot. So we'll see. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, guys. Also, Geoffroy's now got a face. Arif Geoffroy, he's got one of Laura's famous faces now. Right, let's go. Let's brave it. Rodri. Let's give him the number 5. Show him some confidence. We've got some confidence in him. Do I do my set pieces? I haven't with this team because we haven't really got anyone that can put a particularly decent ball in the box. So it's probably not worth it. Although, do you know what? I probably should look at it. I've also got no one that's very good in the air either. So we're not going to score a lot of set pieces. Tell the boys we're the underdogs. Let's see if that gets a reaction. Come on, boys. Big reaction from the disappointing slip up in the first game of the season. What have you got for me? That brand new centre back pairing. The youngsters. Good hands from the keeper. Okay, it's a slow start from us. That's really soft. That is really soft. I'm fuming with that. There's 2 of them there to try and cut that pass out. Good tackle. Oh, I thought we might be able to break there. We still can. Oh, not if he puts that straight at the keeper like he did there. Managed one shot all half. You don't think the combination of the rookie wing backs and two centre backs is going to end well? Probably not, to be honest. I think I might have to abandon my principles. And we've given away a pen. That's the second time he's done that. Okay. How do we change this? You know who gave away the pen. I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Where do we go from here? Geoffroy's been poor. He's going to have to come off. Drop the wing backs to full backs. Do you know what? Let's try it. It is the league now, unfortunately. This is tough, guys. I actually don't know how to change this. Okay, this isn't a great start. Right, tactically, where do we go from here? I'm tempted to go with a couple of banks of 4. Maybe 4-1, 4-1. Yeah, this is tough, guys. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough stepping up to the Liga Regale, but yeah, I mean, we never even looked like getting anything from that second game. First one, we were a goal up. 4-1-3-2. You see, that's something I have played previously, Rachel. So I'd probably keep the half back in the 1. So we'll probably have Perez in the 1. Leakos is the more attacking midfield player, linking up with the strikers. Hmm. I think we're going to persist until the next game, and we're going to assess it there. If we don't get a point, at least, play with 3 across the middle, or play with 2 centre mids and an attacking centre mid. I mean, to be fair, we could. Darbo likes to play as a Mazzala, so we could play him as a Mazzala anyway. Christensen, not so much, I don't think. How's he played recently? He's not played particularly well. Does Dominici like playing there? He can play as a Mazzala as well. There you go, look, a couple of Mazzalas on support. Yeah, if we don't get anything from this Benaria game, then we will look to change the system. Give attack to 1 Mazzala. Just thinking though that I've also got a central midfield player on attack as an advanced playmaker in Liakos, and then both my wing backs are on attack. So it might leave us a little bit exposed. Because I think when these guys bomb forward, I need Darbo and Dominici to sort of drop into these half spaces and half guard against the counter. Drop the wing backs. You see, I have the same problem on at least one of the sides because none of the left-sided players can actually play at left back in here. I think what we need is for these 3 here to develop some chemistry. Humour you for 30 seconds. Okay. The fact that we're not actually rock bottom after losing our first 2 games is promising in terms of at least we know that there's another team out there struggling just like we are. You want to see the pitch turn more green. So do I. But having said that, I've been playing this system on several saves. All of them have said that we're red here, and yet we've had a lot of success in the past, which is why I'm reluctant to make small changes and come away from how we were playing. Oh no, this is horrendous. For fuck's sake. We just lost our keeper for a month. This is terrible. We should move one of the centre backs further forward. To be honest, might have to move everyone back with this sub keeper in goal. I mean, you are technically right there, Kate. If you've only got one at the back, I mean, there's no one having to call the line. It's just whenever the lad at the back fancies stepping up. Can I send you my save later? I mean, if you really want me to. Of course. As if we've lost our keeper for a month. That is literally the shittest news. We were struggling anyway. What is it you're looking to do with the save, Rachel? Ridicule it. No, unfortunately the transfer window slams shut. Good luck in the game against the show, Llama. You want to sort the tactics. That implies they need sorting, Rachel. No, I'm playing. Yeah, by all means, you can have a play if you like. Wow, Renault's been terrible. Whatever you do to disable your a secret you take to the grave. To be honest, this save should have been a secret I took to the grave. I don't think I should have started streaming it, to be honest. It's been a curse. Um, Renault's been terrible. I'm going to give him another chance. This is not going to end well for us, I feel. Right, fuck it. We're going for it. There we go. When that one comes up, you should always click it, I feel. Show the world what we're made of. Come on, boys. First league points of the season. I'd probably just take one, to be honest, if you offered it to me now. Well played, Leokos. Can you find someone? Oh, find someone. Pass the ball. Oh, what are you doing? Great save from the young keeper. Or can you send me your tactic? No, absolutely not. As great as I'm sure it is, I don't use other people's tactics. But thank you, anyway. Oh, Darbo gets the shot off. Good interception for Reno. Good ball. How have we not scored? Come on. Let's try working it into the box. Okay. Oh, good to see them all react well when I talk about the fans. They're obviously playing for the right reasons, aren't they? Come on, we've been the better side. Not in terms of possession, but we never claimed to have a lot of possession. In terms of the chances we've had. Come on, boys, get creative. Indiguy's had a shocker so far. Leocost has had a shocker so far. In fact, no one in the final third has played particularly well at all. Right, what have we got? What have we got from this highlight? No, we're playing this around too much for my liking back here. What are we doing? Good interception, Dominici. Whip that. Let's get Leocost closer to the strikers and see if this helps. Exactly that, Rachel. I totally agree. It's what you do with the ball when you get it, which is why I think possession's overrated. And there's very few teams out there that can dominate possession and actually really hurt teams with it. Obviously, Pep Guardiola's sides are one of the exceptions. Right, where do we go from here? Do we play Darbo as the wing back? Now, do you know what? Cardosi, on paper, that's where you play. So, we're going to play you there. Okay, this is the kind of fast break that we're after. Oh my god. How many times does that happen, by the way, guys? Where the player gets the rebound and knocks the ball out of play at the touchline uncontested. It absolutely infuriates me. Leocost has been fucking shit. Excuse my French. Good defending. Come on, boys. Can we nick this? Oh, that's not good. Bloody hell. Is there a highlight left in it for us? No, there's not, but there's one for them apparently. Or is it ours? No. No, it's not. Oh, no. Great save again from the youngster. Grungine in the centre as a poacher. I usually do that with Indigo, to be fair. Let's see if Rachel can come up with the goods for us. I know he's not got long to make a difference, but... Okay. That's... Although it's our first point of the season, I'm still disappointed with that because we were the better team. Tell the boys there were some positives. I don't want to destroy morale. Two at the back is the future. Thanks for your encouraging words, Llama. I appreciate it, mate. I mean, we did just get a clean sheet. We did just get a clean sheet somehow. I mean, we've plucked that one out of our arse from somewhere. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. We're still finding our feet a little bit. Well, I say we, me, in terms of being an entertaining streamer. But I kind of just say it how I see it, really, and try and interact with you guys as much as I can. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and thanks a lot for tuning in for the first time. It's been nice having you. I hope to see you again, of course. And hopefully if we do see you again, we'll be able to hopefully show you some better football and get some better results. This next one's going to be really difficult, I feel. I think we've got Hamja. See you soon, mate. Take care. I think we'll get this next game in, I reckon. Next home game, see if we can build on that point at home. They're obviously doing quite well at Hamja. It's going to be a tough one, there's no doubt about that, but most games are going to be tough at this level. We've then got Marador away. They're a very good team. Oh, it's too late for any of these scouted players to make a difference for us until at least January, but it's worth keeping up the scouting anyway. What concerns me about that clean sheet is that the only thing that changed was the keeper, and he is supposed to be our first choice keeper by a long stretch. Let's hope this youngster can kick on and give us some good performances in the next month or so, and give us a bit of a selection headache. I would like to have brought in that other keeper we were looking at, Clement. What's his name? But he wanted a lot of money to join. I never like signing players that you have to convince to sign for your club by paying them astronomical money. Don't think it sends the right message. we changed the two roles in the middle of the park. 'Cause we did, to be fair, and actually, I didn't want to say it during the game in case it jinxed it, but the two Mazzalas did look like they were covering the half spaces pretty well in comparison to what the centre midfielders were doing in the previous games. So I think that was a wise choice. I always knew Darbo could play as a Mazzala, and I had played him there in the cup games, I think. But I was just worried about the ability to have a Mazzala on the other side. We play three across the middle. Haven't we always played three across the middle in midfield? When you say a diamond, do you mean these four here, Rachel? Because Liakos plays in here. I'd call it a three. I wouldn't necessarily say that he plays as... I mean, during game we push Liakos up sometimes to get him closer to the strikers, but he's actually been playing really poorly. I think he's probably one that's struggling to step up to this level. Domenici's having a great time though. Another one I'm worried about in terms of performance levels is Renault. I think... I mean, I don't really want to take Darbo out of position right now. I want him to play that Mazzala role for us that we've just sort of set up with. So I think it's a case of persisting and hoping that they play the way out of bad form. I'm just thinking, you know, in terms of the centre backs, do we play them? No, playing them on cover, that defeats the object of playing with an offside trap, doesn't it? Really. The only change I'd really like to make with the back two is making them eventually ball playing defenders, but I don't think we've got the quality to be able to play out the back. I'd like to take that tactic, or that instruction rather, off. Yeah. My beloved Manuza getting beat by Aswijan Maliki. That wouldn't happen if I was in charge of them. Well, they set up really differently to how I played with them. I had my usual setup back here. Two in midfield, two inside forwards and one striker. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the centre backs, Rachel. I think with playing the way we do with the offside trap, it'd be silly to start instructing one to drop off and one to try and stop shots. One thing I might look to do is stop playing the offside trap if we're struggling and people are getting in behind us. Because obviously with the step up, the strikers are going to be better in this division, aren't they? In comparison, like their relative ability to our defenders, I mean, will be a lot better. We really need him back. Okay, let's go with the same team. Like you say, let them settle. Hope that a couple of the players that aren't playing particularly well play their way out of bad form. Because we need them to. We need everyone to step up. Nothing to lose, boys. Oh, they've not particularly reacted well to that. Oh, that doesn't look like a nice tackle. Okay, luckily enough he's not getting booked. That's good. What are we going to work from here? Oh no. Good tackle, Rodri. That's what we want. And very direct as well at the other end. Oh. Straight at the keeper. Oh, it's just flashed it wide. Okay, we've started brightly. Good ball. Okay. Nothing's come from that. Look at that start. Talk about out of traps. Oh, you watch. They'll go and score from their first shot now. Come on, boys. Let's get something out of this whilst we're on top. Good ball. Is he onside? I don't think he is. He's offside. For fuck's sake. That's it. Work it. Cross that. Whip it. Oh, boys, come on. Oh, he's offside. He's having a stinker again. He's been offside. He's blazed one over the bar from the back stick. We have to do better whilst we're on top. Come on, Darbo. Bring that out of the back. Oh. I think we've got to start working these into the box because we're being wasteful. Rather be a bit more patient and not get the shot off too early. Look, yeah, see, five shots, only one of them on target. When we're getting in good areas. Pick out a pass, Perez. That's a great ball. Well played. Not so sure about the touch, though. Okay, it's good feet from Renault. Get that ball in the box now. Good ball. Oh. Great ball, Rodri. In the guy. Oh, he's put it straight at the keeper again. Oh my god. It might not be over yet. The highlight. That's a good ball. Get it in the box. Oh my god. We've got these under the absolute cosh, by the way. But we're not making it pay. What a ball. Indigai 1v1. Piero Indigai. What a ball that is from Farino, the left wing back. He's picked him out. Great ball in behind. First time as well. Indiguy's already on his bike. He already knows where the ball's going. That is a great piece of play. We don't want Rodri out there. What's he doing out there? Right, find someone's feet. Good ball. Nice simple pass. Okay, he's gone for the wonder pass and it's not come off. But here's the 2v1 situation again. Down the sides. Oh, why is Reynolds shooting? Stop shooting. Things are going really well, but we can do better. Because we should have killed this game already. We need to be a bit more clinical. I'm not going to upset the apple cart by making any changes at half time. I think we just need to get out there and hopefully get the second. Because they're probably going to react at half time. Domenici's struggling this game. That's good pressure on the ball. Make him go home. Well played. Oh, it's nearly a really good turnover there. Good hands. Did that need to be hoofed out of play there? I think, yeah, Domenici's struggling. He's only young, to be fair, and I've got a few other players that can come in. Westergren likes playing as a Mazzala. That's all good. Who else is struggling? No one in particular. Well, I don't like the look of Galak there. I don't really want to change it defensively. Right, let's play the next 5 or 10, see how we get on. Let's not disrupt things too much, we're playing really well. Can we get the second? Good ball. Is he off? He's off. Oh no, he's not. It's corner. Okay. Need to get Geffroy familiar playing out on that left side. Oh, what is that from Rodri? What's he playing at? Good hands from the keeper. Oh, he's offside anyway. We are currently 1-0 up in the 89th minute. It's a cagey affair, and Ronaldo's just lost the ball on the halfway line, and they're away. And that's a great save from the young keeper. The boys are looking really determined this game. It's a good header away as well. Can we see this out? Wow, that's a shock. Okay, thank God for that. We have somehow managed to win that 1-0. 2 clean sheets in a row. So our first win of the new campaign in the league. That's a great win for us. Really good win. Takes us all the way up to the 11th. That's not bad. Rachel loves a Mazzala. I love a Mazzala, to be fair. Okay, do you know what? This Marador game is too close to not play. I think we should end the stream with the Marador game. It's going to be a real tough one, and we're probably not going to take anything from it. But we'll give it a go. I know that me saying this is going to completely jinx it, but since the young lad has come in, we've not conceded. The young keeper. Rachel, have you noticed that there's a less of a delay between you guys sort of talking in the chat and me seeing that and responding? Kate picked that up earlier, before we started streaming properly, and I sort of played with the settings in Streamlabs. I think it's better now. When I pay attention, I'm for a while, I was concentrating on trying to turn our fortunes around. Because I think if we're not winning games, there's not going to be anyone who wants to watch. I will try and pay attention to the chat a bit better though. Although I do try and interact with you guys as often as I can. Let's give him some praise so that hopefully he starts playing better on the pitch. Eyes emoji, that's never good. I don't understand how he feels as if his training's not applicable when he's a keeper. There's only a few things I can train him on. Okay, this is going to be our toughest game yet, I think. I would say Marador are probably the third or fourth best team. And we're away from home. What do you reckon? If I tell them to play how we played last game, do you reckon that'll work? I'm not sure it will. We weren't particularly clinical, and I think Marador will punish us if we waste as many chances as we did last game. Playing our nice third kit. Okay, Sommer's ineligible. He hasn't really featured because we don't play with wingers. I might have to retrain him to play somewhere else. Oh wow, he's not having a good time, is he? Let's see if he takes to play. Oh, he's got 7 composure though, 10 off the ball. Can he play as a striker? He's quick. He's got 11 finishing for a 19-year-old. Now let's actually train him on being an inside forward and see if... Let's work on his shooting as well. Get that technique up. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be tough, this game. It might be. To be fair, Domenici's one of our best performers. I think I'm going to leave him in there. He sort of struggled towards the end of the last game, but him and Darbo have covered their half spaces really nicely. Galak looked tired, and he also looked a bit shaky. You'd sell the inside forward. You see, I bought him for 2 reasons. One, because he was free, I think. And secondly, because I want to make the shift to playing with my inside forwards again, which is the true formation that I like to play. And if I sell him, then we're not going to be able to transition to that. I just need someone else to play on the other side, and then we can start moving to that system. If I didn't play Galak, who could I play? I could play Massey. Do I put Massey in there? Because yeah, Galak's looking tired. Yeah, I'm usually pretty hot on the individual training for players, but I think I've slackened off a little bit since I've been streaming on this one. But when I sign a player, I do tend to go straight to the training and see what they need to work on. I think I'm going to start with Renault, but if he gets a bit weary during the game, I'll bring him off. Okay, massive test. I'm not expecting too much from it. But if we play like we did last game, we'll be in with a shout, as long as we're a bit sharper at the top end of the pitch. Go on, cause an upset, boys. That's what we're after. Turn these guys over on their own patch. It'd be very nice if this is the game that Granjean decides to turn up and start bagging goals and helping his strike partner out. Because he's been leaving poor Indigai to score all the goals for us so far. What a start that is. What a fucking start that is. I was debating starting him and he's just gone and done that. That's FM for you, isn't it, guys? That is FM for you. He's come up big. What a start that is. Has he saved that as well? Hit it. Oh, it's unlucky. I got Alphonse Areola in goal, former PSG man. Close him down. Oh, it's ball over the top. Okay, he's offside. Nice. Come on, boys. I believe that's their best player that's just gone off injured. Chardine, I believe he's a very good player. From what I see on the Discord. Oh, you've got to do better with that, Leakos. That's a clear-cut chance. No, it's not. Not according to Football Manager. I would say that was a pretty clear-cut chance. Can we add to our lead? This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. No, it's not. Not with Massey back there. You greedy boy, Indigai. You fucking greedy boy. Can I just say, it seems like we're outplaying these guys in their own backyard. And this is, you know, third, fourth best team in the league. Played well, but there's still room for improvement, boys. Now, do I dig out the strikers for their finishing? I think I should. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, they've reacted well. That's good. That is good. Come on, boys. Out of the trap, second half. Let's add to this lead if we can. Oh, Farino's injured. That looks like a bad one as well. Foot injury. I bet that's a broken foot. I bet that's a broken foot. Not what we need at all. Oh, that was some hit. Thank God that didn't go in. Break. Come on. Oh, Indigo. That's not good. Oh, that is shocking. How's he not scored? Wow. Massive let off. Reynolds had a good game, but he's looking a bit weary. We've got both of your favourite players on the pitch now, Rachel. I'm hoping maybe the fresh legs on either side will cause some problems, but it's not looking like it. Gifroy's not played well since he's come on. I can't give another shout. I do try and keep on top of them when I can. Oh, there we go. I can give one now. Oh, he's done well to get a block on that. Good hands from the keeper. Oh, that's heartbreaking stuff. That is heartbreaking stuff. Granjid. Oh no. He shot so early then. Whip that. Oh, straight at the keeper. No! You're fucking joking me. Oh my god. We've lost it at the fucking death. And that's offside as well, isn't it? Fuck off! Fuck off. Lucky bastards. I see what you're saying, Rachel, but we just didn't finish our chances when we had them. That was the problem there. I thought the quality at striker would let us down, and it has already this season. I believe I've tinkered with my set pieces slightly, but I've not really had anyone of any kind of aerial threat to focus on, and I haven't really had anyone that can deliver set pieces particularly well. The really annoying thing there is that before the game, I didn't expect us to get anything against Marador. But then during the game, it was a different story. We were the better team by far in the first half. Do I know why I use demand more? I usually use it when. Okay, so you use it when you're under the cosh and defending a 1-0 lead. I tend to use it when we've not been good enough. When we're playing below the standard I set for the team. Okay, let's have a look at our set pieces. Corners. So defending. This is how we're set up. Potentially bring the centre midfielder in here. We're going to want our pacey players. We're going to want those guys up there, I think. Swap the wing backs with each other on defending set pieces. Why is that? What do you think that would achieve, Rachel? Swapping them over? Because they're on the corresponding posts to the sides of the pitch they play on. So when we break out, hopefully they can get into their positions earlier. Opposite feet on posts. Is that a thing, is it? We'll try it. I suppose, yeah, they're in a position to hook the ball away from the post then, aren't they? We'll give it a go. Having said that, now that you say it, whenever I watch Liverpool and we defend a set piece, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson always come out on the wrong sides, and that must be why. And then they sometimes take a while to swap back over, I've noticed. I imagine that's why. Okay, what do we think, guys? I think that's been a successful evening. Somewhat. I mean, we've struggled. We were always going to struggle, to be fair. But I feel like 4 points. I don't think we're in the relegation places based on that form. I know obviously it's way too early to be thinking about it, but let's have a look at the table. No, so there you go. No one's cut adrift at the bottom. The worrying thing is that Lacra beat us, I believe. And that's the only win and the only points that they've taken. Yeah, look, they beat us. That's annoying. I hate losing to teams that end up doing shit through the season. Wabani, how are Wabani down there? They're a decent side. We took the point against these guys, didn't we? Benaria. And then we went and beat Hamja. Yeah, I mean, we're not cut adrift, are we, after 6 games? Losing 4 of them's not great. Sorry, 3 of them. I'm looking at the wrong. Ah, see, we've got a game in hand. Yeah, good spot, Rachel. We've got a game in hand over them. I wouldn't like to account for points from games in hand just yet, though. I'm not quite that confident. Well, we've shown that we can compete using this system. Obviously, with the tweaks suggested by yourself, Rachel. Like I said, I was dabbling with Darbo as a Mazzala on one of the sides, but I think having them on both sides has helped us quite a bit. Okay then guys, I think that is probably a good time to call it a night. As always, I really appreciate you guys dropping in and spending some time with us. Really appreciate all the support I've had to date. It's been brilliant. You know, we had some new faces in the chat this evening, which has been fantastic. You know, hopefully you guys have enjoyed yourselves enough to come back. That would be great. And to the regulars, again, I really appreciate your continued interest and support. Yeah, until next time, guys, which will hopefully be, I'm not sure about Wednesday because of the football returning. So let me get back to you regarding the next stream, because if there's an appetite, I could do tomorrow. If the feedback from you guys suggests that, you know, that you'd be interested. But definitely not Wednesday, because everyone's going to be watching the Premier League. I'll have a look at the fixture list in terms of real football, and I will post on Twitter and in the Discord to let you guys know when we're looking to stream again. So until then, I hope you've been entertained. Thanks a lot for dropping by, and I shall see you next time. Thanks, guys.